Okay, day 9. I just realized that I recorded the video and my Bluetooth headphones were plugged in and in the other room, so I got none of the audio. So I've already read this one, but we're gonna read it again. Super Bowl 40, February 5th, 2006. It frightens me a little to realize that there have now been 40 Super Bowls. I remember watching the first one in the dorm lounge at the North Shore Hotel in Evanston, Illinois, back when I was in college. I watched the second, third, and fourth in that same room. Damn, but the years do fly by. Congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers and their fans. It was not the best of Super Bowls, but it was by no means the worst either. A halfway decent game, which can't be said of all of them. And it was nice to see Jerome Bettis go out as a champion. Though he never played for either of my teams, I've always liked the Bus. He seems a class guy, a real team guy, and you like to see someone like that go out on top. I hope the same sort of ending awaits my own favorite guys, Curtis Martin, Jets, and Tiki Barber, Giants, somewhere down the line. So another NFL season is now done, which means that Sunday becomes a work day for me once again. That should please everyone waiting for a Dance with Dragons. I am already looking forward to the NFL draft in April, however. The Jets have the 4th overall pick in a draft where the experts claim there are 3 great players. Sigh. Myself, I'd be happy if the Jets merged with a big offensive lineman, Trebekashaw Ferguson. Someone to open holes for Curtis and protect Chad, assuming that Curtis and Chad are still on the team next season, which is by no means certain. The Jets have a new coach after all, and new coaches traditionally like to clean house. If Reggie Bush falls to the 4 slot, that would be cool as well. But he won't, and I don't want the Jets to trade up to get him. I am still rooting for Chad Pennington to make a full recovery from his shoulder surgery and return to the form he flashed in 2002, so I don't really want the Jets to take either of the high-rated QBs, Leonard or Young. Based on the record, however, whatever selection the Jets make will turn out to have been the wrong one. I swear they have been under a cloud ever since Joe Willie sold their souls for that victory in Super Bowl III. Now that was a Super Bowl. Cart mood, null. Okay. So, hearing him talk about how he watched the first Super Bowl freaks me out. And then you remember he's 75. And then you remember that, I don't know any other 75-year-olds who are capable of writing a book this big and this complicated with 18 POV characters and a million plot lines. So yeah, there is that. I do think that he will come out with the Winds of Winter, by the way. I'm an optimist. A Dream of Spring is probably the more difficult one for him to write, because I don't know how old he will be when The Winds of Winter comes out, or when he's writing A Dream of Spring. I don't know any 85-year-olds who are even capable of writing a popular book, period. So, I mean, I think that it's not really a matter of how long he's going to live. I do think he could live for another 25 years, but that doesn't mean he would be capable of writing for another 25 years, and I feel like no one talks about that. I do think that, at a certain point, if he gets old enough and he chooses to just retire and not finish the books, I personally would be okay with that, because, the fan base does not have the right to hold this guy's life hostage for the rest of his life. What if he wants to do something else? The thing is, I do think that he said in 80 Minutes with George R.R. Martin at Bubonicon recently that he wants to finish it also for himself, which is kind of reassuring. And if that's the case, if it's what will make him happy, then he should do it. But if it's literally just, negative stress, he probably shouldn't. Anyways, that being said, we also have the observation that he doesn't work on NFL Sundays. So the NFL season recently started. That means he is not working on Sunday evenings. So don't expect as much progress, especially on Sundays, until February when the Super Bowl happens. With that being said, see you guys tomorrow.